Now, last time we spoke, you told me about your background. You were born in Ukraine, and we went through all that. So anybody who wants to know all that, they can go to that thing. But stuff has been happening over there since we spoke. Again, has it had any kind of effect on you and people that you know?
Well, I do have family still in Ukraine, and I think no matter what your stance on the situation is, I think there's nothing that can really prepare you for a call on your birthday from your godfather, and all you can sort of focus on instead of the happy birthday is the sound of gunfire and bombs going off in the background. Like, I don't know how to even explain what that feeling was like. You know, you're trying to concentrate listening to someone that you love and care about, and knowing that they're okay, but you're also sort of focusing on, I mean, that's not things that we hear in New Zealand.
No.
And it's just become a part of these people's reality, which is just, I mean, awful.
Right.
And ugly. War is ugly in any circumstance.
Have you been back there since you moved here at all?
Unfortunately not.
Oh boy.
It's a bit of a mission to get there.
Sure.
Especially now, of course, ironically, my partner and I were thinking about maybe visiting sometime next year.
Right.
And alas, here we are.
Exactly. Well, let's hope things get themselves straightened out, whatever that means. It's not good. Not good at all. But on to a more pleasant subject. Lonely Doll is the next song we're going to hear.
Indeed.
What are you going to tell me about that one?
Well, you say, you know, something a little bit more lighthearted, but it's
okay.
Ironically, all of my songs are, at the core of it, deeply sad and sort of come from a place of catharsism. And at this stage, I'm writing a lot of songs that are things that I have personally experienced. And I sort of had this idea when I went into the studio to work with my producer, Vikae. I sometimes every time, I bring a selection of diaries that I have in my bookshelf. I've kept all of them ever since I was a young girl. And I picked the one that was my diary from my Dunedin days. And one of the entries basically was sort of like, you know, how can you treat me like this doll, like this pretty thing, and then leave me alone and go do off your own thing, and then whether I find new friends or a new partner, it's irrelevant. At that point in time, suddenly I'm shiny and I'm new again.
Right.
So it's like 3-year-old toddler vibes, you know. No, right. I don't want anyone to play with my toy, but I actually don't want to play with it anymore. That's kind of where it comes from.
Yeah, I got you. Oh man. Okay. Well, that story behind the song, I love it.
Always.
Okay. Well, let's give it a listen.
She was 21 and she was wild and free. Broken dreams, they follow her all the time. Still do. Are you blind to the times when she's breathing? To the times that she's needing? Close the blinds, baby, treason. How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely, like a lonely doll? How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely? Sealed seduction kissed her face and she couldn't see. Haunted scenes, they'd scare her all the time. Still do. Are you tired of the tied up deceiving? It's too hard, so you're leaving. Close the blinds, baby, treason. How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely, like a lonely doll? How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely? She is hurting, a river runs black, plastic and paper skin, bloodied and wrath. You're not letting her ocean run red, polluted state of mind just sickens her head. like a lonely doll. How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely, like a lonely doll?